The sun is very important for our earth. It is the essence of life on our earth. Plants, animals, and humans get energy from the sun. Plants prepare food and oxygen from the energy by the sun. Life wouldn't be possible on earth without sun. So it is our manners to express our gratitude towards sun to certain processes like Surya Namaskaras, which also keeps us healthy. We humans have divided Earth into two hemispheres by an imaginary line called equator into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. In the process of Earth revolving around the sun seems to move towards north or south, which is called as Uttarayan or Dakshinayan, towards summer solstice or winter solstice in June or December. And this Makara Sankranti is a day from which Uttarayan, the journey towards north, starts. Now as India is located in northern hemisphere, the angle of incidence which is falling on earth increases to summer solstice. And this Makara Sankranti marks the significance of representing the transmigration of sun into Makara Rasi. The sun seems to move towards the Uttarayan and the heat and the warmth in this area increases from the Makara Sankranti. This Makara Sankranti represents the oneness of human beings with nature, and this Makara Sankranti is a special time for farmers as the crop come into hands, and so do the cash as it is the harvest season. This Makara Sankranti is not only festival of farmers but also it is the festival of people. During Makara Sankranti, families come together. There is going to be lot of joy and enjoyment. Children play with kites and also eat delicious food items like garelu, burelu, vadalu, ariselu and many more. And also there are going to be lot of colorful muggulu, the art which lies in the hands of women. And during Makara Sankranti, women in village prepare manu nuts, and also there are of course chicken beds and bull beds and whatnot. And during Makara Sankranti, Haridas with their cow travels from village to village, city to city, place to place, and recite the legendary stories of gods and make us blessed. And he makes cow to offer its blessing. You know, cow is very sacred to us. It helps in agriculture. It is used in ploughing. It gives milk. And when we say Sankranti, we also remember the scale of toys, the arrangement of fancy and traditional toys. And now I just want to do one request. Every time China shows its complexion, we say, boycott China, made in India, buy in India. Well, this is our chance. Now let's appreciate and encourage the Indian village cottage industries, which provide livelihood up to 10 million people and make traditional toys with wood and many other materials. And on this Makara Sankranti, let's take an initiative to support them. And on Sankranti, we play with kites. It is said that Lord Sri Rama, he himself flied kites. And there is also scientific reason behind flying kites. Now when we fly kites, it is like taking the sun bath, and research show that the sunlight which comes during January is far better than the sunlight coming in June. So taking the sun bath in good sunlight also cures the cold rashes which infect us in the cold weather. And when we say Sankranti, we also get an image of delicious foods. Garelu, burelu, Vadalu, and Arisalu. There is also a saying in Telugu, Tinte Garal Tinali Vinte Bharatam Vinali, which means the best lesson is Mahabharat, same as the best thing to eat is Garalu. And many delicious foods like this are made and ate in this time. And we do this all joyful activities in 4-day celebration of Makara Sankranti, Bhogi, Makara Sankranti, Kanuma, Mukkanuma. Now, in Bhogi, when we say that name, we remember Bhogi Manta and Regi Pallu, the Bhogi Pallu. Now, what it symbolizes, what is meaning of that? To understand that, we should know what it means by Bhogi. Bhogi means Bhoginchuta, which means well-being, and Bhogi Manta, which is lighten up by the manu nuts and wood, warmness in cold condition, symbolizing the warmness of coming days. And when we say Regi Pallu, the Bhogi Pallu, it also symbolizes the well-being. Elders bless the small children with Bhogi Pallu for their well-being in coming days. The Regi Pallu are magnificent observers of vitamin D, and when we make Regi Pallu run over the bodies of small children, they too observe a small amount of vitamin D. And once again, happy Makara Sankranti, and please do think about encouraging our Indian village cottage industries. Jai Hind.